Hello everyone, my name is Jan. I'm from ProfitBlue.com and I'm here to introduce you to Overview tab in our ProfitBlue WooCommerce plugin. Let's get into it. The Overview section serves as a graphic representation of the financial health of your company. Compared, for example, to Profit and Loss, which we have here, is that you can see many tabs and you don't see it in the classic tab that is very important for the financial reports, for example, but you see it in the graphs and tabs and you can see it more graphically, let's say. So let's get over the main tabs, we call it here. It's there's a revenue is the money you get from your orders. There's a number of orders. COGS, it's cost of goods sold, how much you actually pay to your suppliers for a product. Gross profit, it's the revenue decreased by COGS. Then we have net profit over here. It's the real number, how much you actually make in your business for specific date range. For example, this is the 9th month, September. There we have some secondary tabs: average order value, average items on order, average amount of item, gross margin, which is the percentage view of the gross profit, and shipping and fees. The shipping and fees are the fees that you pay for the shipping to your suppliers. If you want to know more about all of these tabs, I introduce it in the other videos, so you can check them out and get to know what these actually mean if you want to educate yourself more. I will just go through the overview page and how you can look at the data the different way and say you these important information. But if you want to know what these terms mean, just go to other videos and get some information about it. Another thing we have here is main graph. Main graph can be shown in many ways. We have the revenue here, COGS, for example. We have the gross amount, gross profit amount, gross margin, number of orders, net profit, and that's it. You can just click on it and see how much you actually made in this month and say if it's good for you or if it's bad. It really depends on your needs and what you want to get from your business. There is nothing you can say if the numbers are good or bad. You just need to know all of the information, all of the targets of the business. If the business wants to grow more, if they want to make more money, it's really subjective, let's say. Another thing you can see here that the blue spikes are the actual year and the red ones are the previous year. Here we have some order snapshot. You can see what's in these orders and what is their profit. For example, if you click on this button, you go to this orders tab. Another thing we have here is net profit or loss analysis. You have all of the important costs that you can have in your WooCommerce store. This is the most important to just say if some cost or some type of cost is not very big, or if something doesn't cost you that much. So here, for example, we see their variable cost total 42%. So what we probably want to do is increase the variable cost because they are too high. If you have the fixed cost too high, then you want to decrease the fixed cost. If your cost of goods sold are too high, you want to decrease the cost of goods sold. There's a cost analysis. Cost analysis is divided into two categories. One are variable cost, the second one are fixed cost. And you can see that fixed costs are the red ones and the blue ones are variable cost. Here we can again see that the variable costs are too high in this store, so you probably need to decrease one of these four. Maybe cost for handling, maybe cost for ads, maybe cost for wrapping material. Really depends on the store and the store owner what they want to do. Another thing we have is ad cost analysis, which you add in the data settings. Again, if you want to see how to set up all of the data, go to data settings video tutorial or go to the full guide. which we also have. So this is just basic representation of the cost based on these dates. There we have the product sold analysis, which shows you the best sellers, the most profitable products, and the least profitable products. This is very important too, because you can see how much you actually make from the best sellers and analyze if you want to push some products or if you want to just, get some lower amounts of sales for some other products. And also we have the category analysis, which you can see on the uncategorized category, where you can see that there are 60 sales, revenues, COGS, gross margin, and gross margin in percentages. The same thing you can see in the products over here. Another very important thing about the overview is that you can select if you want to show only one date, if you want to show only 1 week, or if you want to show the full year, for example. As you can see, we made the most money in July, for example. Here we have, for example, these ad costs. You can see that the sales also increased because it's the full year, the revenue increased, the net profit increased, and you can work with it how you want. You want to play with it, you want to check it almost, if not almost, you need to check it every day to know the financial health of your company and do quick actions. If you don't do quick actions, you will bankrupt. My name is Jan, I'm from ProfitBlue, and I'm here to help you with your financial situation in WooCommerce. See you in next videos.